chosen ones. Even the top demon can't touch you. God sealed her destiny with unbreakable protection. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. If you are truly chosen, no force of darkness can stand against you. The enemy may try, but his hands tremble when he gets too close because your destiny is sealed by God's unbreakable protection. Have you ever noticed how, no matter what challenges come your way, you keep rising? That's not luck. That's divine favor at work. Drop a comment below. Have you ever felt this supernatural shield around you? Let's talk about the power that makes even the strongest demons back away. Now, let's begin. 1. God's contract over your life is non-negotiable. There are moments in life when darkness seems to rise against you, but here's the truth. Your destiny was sealed before the foundations of the world were laid. No spiritual force, no enemy, no demonic power, no matter how strong, has the authority to rewrite what has been divinely ordained. You, as a chosen one, walk under an unbreakable contract written by the hand of God Himself. This is not a mere agreement that can be altered, negotiated, or revoked. It is a decree sealed in divine ink, a spiritual covenant that no force in the universe can tamper with. And because of this, you are untouchable. Life may throw battles your way, but understand this: every attack against you is already accounted for. It's not just that you have protection, it's that the outcome has already been decided. Darkness may attempt to shake you, but every move you make is aligned with a plan that was set in motion long before you took your first breath. This isn't about reacting to adversity. It's about knowing that no adversity has the power to shift your destiny. Demons may try to intimidate, obstacles may arise, and people may doubt you, but they are fighting a battle that was lost before it even began. You were chosen for a divine mission, and that mission comes with a supernatural shield that no force can penetrate. Think of this protection as an unstoppable force field, a spiritual armor that doesn't just block attacks, but transforms them into fuel for your elevation. Every time an enemy tries to push you down, they unknowingly push you forward. Their attempts to break you only strengthen the very foundation you stand on. This is why the chosen ones don't crumble under pressure. They rise above it. The very forces that try to harm you end up working for your good, turning your setbacks into stepping stones. This isn't about luck. It's about divine authority. When you truly understand this, fear loses its grip on you. In modern life, many feel like they are constantly battling unseen forces, be it negative energy, toxic environments, or relentless opposition. But here's what you need to know. Your spiritual awakening is your greatest weapon. The moment you realize that no external force can rewrite your story, you step into a level of confidence and peace that nothing can shake. You are not at the mercy of circumstances. You are governed by a higher law. Dark forces know this, and that's why they work so hard to make you doubt it. But doubt is their only weapon because they can't touch you. So, as you move through life, walk with certainty. Understand that your path is sealed with divine protection, and no attack can shift what has already been written. The trials, the betrayals, the battles are nothing more than distractions. Your destiny is untouchable, your purpose unshakable, and your protection unbreakable. The spiritual contract over your life is non-negotiable, and that is why no demon, no enemy, and no force can ever change what God has already declared over you. Declare today, by commenting below, "God is with me," and let that truth sink into your heart. Share this message with someone who might need it, because encouragement multiplies when spoken. 2. The battle was over before it began. The battle was won before it even began, sealed in the spiritual realm long before darkness even thought to challenge you. From the moment you were chosen, your destiny was safeguarded under divine protection, an unbreakable shield that no force, no matter how cunning or malevolent, can penetrate. Demons and dark entities may have plotted, schemed, and conspired, but what they failed to grasp is that you already stood victorious before they even took their first step. Every trap they set, every obstacle they place in your path, collapses under the weight of divine power. They move in the shadows, believing they hold the upper hand, but their efforts are nothing more than empty motions, doomed to fail. It's almost comical to imagine an enemy so determined to strike, yet every blow lands in thin air. They chase, they attack, they push, but the truth is, they're running in circles, swinging at a battle that was never theirs to win. And why is that? Because your purpose is anchored in something far greater than their reach. You were chosen for something beyond their comprehension, and that terrifies them. Think about it. How many times have you faced trials meant to break you, only to come out stronger? How often have you been surrounded by chaos, yet somehow walked away untouched? That is not a coincidence. That is not luck. That is divine orchestration at its finest. It's like a person trying to stop the rising sun. They can fight, they can resist, but the dawn will break regardless. No force can reverse what has already been decreed in the heavens. The enemy does not even realize they are losing until they step forward and find themselves powerless. They can try, but every attempt only reinforces the truth they cannot touch you. They cannot stop what has already been set into motion. Your spiritual growth, your elevation, your divine calling are already written, and no amount of darkness can rewrite your story. Imagine this. A businessman works tirelessly to sabotage a colleague, spreading rumors, creating obstacles, and pulling strings behind the scenes. He thinks he's in control, that his efforts will destroy his competitor's future. But what he doesn't see is the unseen force working in the background. The one he sought to harm keeps rising, finding favor, stepping into greater opportunities that no human hand could have arranged. Every roadblock turns into a stepping stone. Every betrayal becomes a redirection to something greater. What the businessman fails to understand is that his colleague wasn't just moving on his own strength. He was walking in alignment with a purpose that no amount of scheming could undo. And so it is with you. So ask yourself, if every attack against you is destined to fail, why fear? If the forces against you have no power to change your destiny, why doubt? The lesson is clear. No amount of darkness can change the divine script written for your life. Your purpose is sealed, your victory is inevitable, and your path is protected by God. Spiritual growth means understanding this truth at the deepest level. Spiritual wisdom teaches us that opposition is nothing more than a distraction, an illusion designed to make you forget that you are already invulnerable. Stand firm, walk boldly, and never forget that the battle is over before it begins. If you found this message helpful, comment below. I embrace spiritual wisdom. 3. Divine assignment means supernatural reinforcement. Your life is not just a journey, it is a divine assignment, intricately woven into the fabric of the universe, backed by supernatural reinforcement that most people cannot even comprehend. While others may wander through life feeling unprotected, uncertain, and vulnerable to the storms that come their way, you stand under the unwavering shield of divine power. You are not alone in your struggles, nor are you left to fight your battles in isolation. You are surrounded by a force greater than anything the human mind can grasp. God has assigned celestial warriors to your cause, spiritual enforcers who move in silence yet act with authority. These are not mere guardians offering comfort from a distance. They are divine protectors, actively working to ensure that no weapon formed against you prospers. They are the hands that remove obstacles before you even see them, the unseen power that redirects danger, the silent presence that turns setbacks into stepping stones. Every step you take is fortified. Every decision you make is aligned with a greater purpose, and every challenge you encounter is met with divine intervention. Have you ever wondered why, despite the attacks, despite the betrayals, despite the hardships, you continue to rise? It is because you are not walking this path alone. Your spiritual journey is guided. Your destiny is sealed. And no force, not even the strongest demon, can alter what God has already decreed. Think about it. How often have you faced moments where everything seemed to be falling apart, yet somehow, against all odds, things worked out in your favor? That is not luck. That is spiritual reinforcement in action. If God is for us, who can be against us? The energy of the divine moves in ways beyond human understanding, orchestrating every event, every encounter, and every situation to serve your highest good. The forces working for you are greater than those against you. You are like a lighthouse in the middle of a storm, unshaken, unwavering, unbreakable. When negative energy tries to penetrate your spirit, it is instantly deflected. When darkness attempts to steer you off course, divine intervention redirects your steps. Your spiritual atom, your inner core, your soul's essence is infused with unshakable protection, an energy signature that repels anything not meant for your highest purpose. Do you think it is a coincidence that certain people, situations, or opportunities seem to fall away at just the right time? That is your divine assignment at work, ensuring that only what aligns with your destiny remains. The universe does not make mistakes, and neither does God. You are here for a reason, and the forces of darkness know it. That is why they work so hard to throw distractions, delays, and doubts into your path. But what they fail to realize is that you have already won. Before the battle was even declared, before the first move was made against you, your victory was set in motion. The enemy fights in vain, unaware that every attempt only strengthens your resolve. Every attack only elevates you higher. What was meant to break you transforms into a catalyst for your growth. What was designed to stop you becomes fuel for your spiritual evolution. This is not just about survival. This is about walking in power, stepping boldly into the calling that has been placed upon your life. The question is, will you trust it? Will you embrace the truth that no force, no demon, no circumstance, no opposition can touch what God has sealed? Your path may not always be easy, but remember, you are not navigating it alone. You have divine warriors clearing the way, spiritual wisdom guiding your steps, and a purpose so powerful that even the highest forces of darkness cannot shake it. So stand firm, move with confidence, and never forget you are protected, chosen, and unstoppable. If this message resonates with you, don't forget to like this video and share it with others who might need these great values. Let's continue this conversation and go deeper into what these values really mean. 4. Your destiny is tied to a greater mission. There is something undeniably powerful about the chosen ones, something that sets them apart from the rest of the world. It's not just their wisdom or resilience, but an unshakable spiritual peace that no force of darkness can penetrate. This peace isn't a product of an easy life. In fact, chosen ones often endure greater struggles than most. The difference lies in their source of strength. While many people seek stability in external circumstances, money, relationships, or fleeting success, true chosen ones draw their power from within, from a divine connection that cannot be severed. This inner stillness is what makes them untouchable, no matter how fierce the storm. You see, spiritual forces of negativity, what some may call demons, thrive on confusion, fear, and chaos. Their strategy is simple: keep people distracted, overwhelmed, and constantly second-guess themselves. But when you walk in divine alignment, these attempts lose their grip. It's like trying to light a fire in the middle of a downpour. No matter how hard they try, it just won't catch. You remain steady while the world spins into disorder. This level of composure doesn't just frustrate the enemy, it renders them powerless. They don't know what to do with someone who refuses to be shaken. While they stir up fear, hoping to push you into panic, you move forward with unwavering faith, walking through the storms of life as if they were mere ripples on a pond. And here's the truth: when you refuse to react to chaos, you rob the darkness of its power to control you. Fear is their greatest weapon, but when fear has no place in your heart, their plans fall apart. The modern world is full of distractions designed to steal your focus, news cycles that thrive on fear, social media that fuels comparison, and a society that tells you you're never enough. But as the chosen one, your destiny is set, and your protection is unbreakable. No matter what obstacles appear, you are spiritually fortified. The key is to trust your inner strength and refuse to be swayed by the noise outside. Continue to walk in faith, knowing that your mission is greater than any opposition you may face. Your spiritual awakening has made you unstoppable, so step into your power and do not let any force sway your purpose. Express your determination by commenting below, "I choose to step into my power." Five, your name is spoken in realms you can't see. Your name is being spoken in realms beyond what your eyes can see. And that's not just a poetic sentiment, it's a divine reality. In the unseen world, your existence carries a spiritual weight that cannot be ignored. You are not just a person walking this earth. You are a chosen one, marked by a force greater than anything in the physical realm. Your name holds power, and the forces of darkness are well aware of it. They recognize that you are sealed with divine protection, and that alone sends shockwaves through their ranks. They don't just know of you, they fear the very thought of crossing paths with you. Why? Because you are covered by a spiritual authority they dare not challenge. They have witnessed what happens when they attempt to interfere with those who walk in divine alignment. Every attempt to shake your foundation results in their own downfall. Think about it. Would a thief try to break into a house guarded by an unbreachable fortress? knowing full well that doing so would trigger an unstoppable divine force? That's exactly how the enemy sees you. It's not that darkness doesn't recognize you. It's that it understands the severe consequences of even attempting to tamper with your destiny. Your spiritual presence alone is a deterrent. The forces of evil gather in their hidden places, whispering your name, debating whether they should even attempt to disrupt your path. But every time they weigh the risks, they come to the same conclusion. Attacking you is a losing battle. They are not just wary, they are terrified. You carry a spiritual light that exposes their plans before they even take shape. Every move they make against you is met with a divine response so swift and powerful that they are forced to retreat before they even begin. Look at your own life. How many times have you faced situations where everything seemed like it was falling apart, yet somehow you came out stronger? That wasn't luck. That was divine intervention. Have you ever noticed how certain people, situations, or opportunities that could have led you down the wrong path mysteriously vanished before they could harm you? That wasn't a coincidence. It was a sign that your spiritual protection is real, unwavering, and unbreakable. You are covered by a force that is beyond human understanding, a force that ensures no weapon formed against you can prosper. The battles you face are not an indication of weakness, but a testament to your strength. If darkness is concerned about you, it's because your light is too bright to ignore. So here's what you must remember. Walk boldly in your spiritual wisdom, knowing that nothing can truly harm you when you are aligned with divine protection. Challenges may come, but they will not break you. Forces may rise against you, but they will always fall before they can reach you. The chosen ones are not just protected, they are untouchable. And if the top demon himself knows better than to interfere with your destiny, what does that tell you about the power within you? What does that reveal about the spiritual authority you carry? Let this truth settle in your heart. You are divinely guarded, and your path is already sealed with an unshakable promise. Now, knowing this, how will you move forward in your spiritual growth? Will you still walk in fear, or will you step into the fullness of your divine calling? I would love to hear your thoughts on this. What is your perspective on the importance of this value? Share your insights, and let's continue this conversation. 6. Your soul vibrates on a frequency demons can't perceive. Have you ever wondered why, despite all the chaos in the world, you seem untouchable? As a chosen one, your spiritual journey has placed you in a realm so high that even the most powerful dark forces cannot reach you. It's not that you're simply protected, it's that you exist on a frequency so elevated that demons and malevolent entities can't even perceive your presence. Imagine trying to tune into a radio station that doesn't exist on a demon's frequency. They can scan all they want, but they will never find you. The spiritual atom within you, the divine spark that God has placed in your soul, radiates at such a high vibration that it renders you completely invisible to the forces of darkness. They feed off fear, doubt, and negativity, but your very essence operates on the frequency of faith, divine power, and unshakable protection. It's as if God has sealed your destiny with an impenetrable shield, an energy so pure and powerful that no darkness can break through. C.S. Lewis once said, "Don't shine so others can see you. Shine so that through you, others can see Him." And that's exactly what your presence does. It's a glaring spotlight that confuses, repels, and even terrifies dark entities. They don't just avoid you because they're weak. They avoid you because they are powerless against the light you carry. You are not merely defended, you are elevated beyond their grasp, operating in dimensions they cannot comprehend. Even if they try to attack, their efforts dissolve like mist in the sunlight, leaving them powerless and baffled. The question is, do you truly recognize this power within yourself? Are you aware of how profoundly God has set you apart? As you step into your divine purpose, the spiritual energy that surrounds you is not just a barrier, but a transforming force, an unshakable presence that changes the reality around you. This is why so many of the chosen ones sometimes feel isolated. They exist on a level that few can relate to, where even the battles others face seem distant and irrelevant. But this is not a burden, but a blessing. The higher you rise, the less the darkness can touch you. So ask yourself, are you embracing the full power of your spiritual journey? Or are you still doubting the power that God has placed within you? The moment you accept that you are not only protected, but also untouchable, your life will change. The forces of darkness do not fight what they cannot perceive. They do not fight what they cannot touch. In their world, you are an untouchable mystery, a sacred riddle, a light so bright that no darkness can overcome you. Comment below, I am the bright light. 7. Your energy is a divine firewall. Fear is the weapon of choice for dark forces. It's their most effective tool, the key that lets them manipulate and control. When fear takes hold, it clouds judgment, weakens resolve, and creates hesitation. It makes people doubt their path, question their worth, and surrender their power. But chosen ones don't live in fear. You have been set apart, sealed with divine protection, and because of that, fear has no authority over you. Your energy is a spiritual firewall, an unbreakable force field that darkness cannot penetrate. When you walk into a room, the very energy demons feed on fear, uncertainty, and weakness dissipates. They lose their grip because their entire strategy relies on people reacting in panic, making reckless choices, and losing hope. But you, the chosen one, operate differently. You don't deny that challenges exist, but you refuse to bow to fear. Instead, you move with unwavering faith, knowing that your destiny is sealed by a force far greater than any opposition. When fear tries to creep in, you don't let it settle. It may knock at the door, but you never open it. And that makes you untouchable. Demons recognize this. They try to stir anxiety, to shake your confidence, to make you doubt yourself. But when they see that you remain unshaken, their power crumbles. They cannot thrive in the presence of someone who walks with divine clarity, someone whose steps are guided by spiritual wisdom. They need people to be afraid, to second-guess themselves, to be consumed by what-ifs. But you, the chosen one, stand firm. You don't react emotionally. You act with purpose. That is what sets you apart. Your presence alone disrupts their plans. When they look at you, they don't see someone who can be easily swayed. They see someone who moves with certainty, someone who refuses to cower in the shadows. Fear is their greatest weapon, but against you, it is powerless, and they know it. The stronger your faith, the weaker their influence. They will try to shake you, to test you, but they will always fail because they cannot touch a soul that is spiritually awakened and divinely shielded. Your energy is a force that darkness cannot break, a light that no shadow can extinguish. That is why, in the end, they have no choice but to retreat. If this message speaks to you, take it a step further and share it with someone who might need this reminder. Together, we can build connections rooted in honesty and respect. No matter what darkness tries to come against you, remember, this God has already sealed your destiny with unbreakable protection. As a chosen one, you walk in divine favor, beyond the reach of any force that seeks to stop you. Let this truth empower you to stand strong in faith and purpose every single day. What are your thoughts on this message? Have you ever felt the undeniable presence of divine protection in your life? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our Spiritual Atom community. Together, we shine brighter, rise higher, and embrace the path that was destined for us. Keep walking in your light. Your journey has only just begun.